Hello, everyone. Welcome to FUMBBL EndZone. Not Fumble After Dark, FUMBBL EndZone. The reason that the Fumble After Dark logo is on the screen right now, one, I love it. The sepia toned, I've moved the spotlights in and brightened the thing while darkening around it to make it look like it's an evening game. I love how it came out. But it's to advertise that Fumble After Dark has now started. The memberships have now started on the YouTube channel, and the first members only video has gone up, and it is in fact an episode of Fumble After Dark where me and Jimothy Fantastico have a bit of a laugh at a fumble game, a minor final between, as you can see there, Dark Elves and Vampires. So my apologies. Like I said in the previous video about memberships, the majority of the channel will stay free. Don't worry about that. This is just a little extra for the people that support the channel financially. So there'll be a video a week probably going up. Whereas normally we upload every day for free on the regular free channel. So don't worry about the channel suddenly going all monetized or anything. It is just some free extra stuff for those of you that support us. I have also, for those of you who are interested in watching us on the stream, remember this is a recorded stream, so I'm talking to my chat at the same time. Oh, I should say thank you to Orifa, by the way, who subbed just before this started. I've been working on improving the stream too. That might end up being good for YouTube because at some point I'm going to try and work on dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. But for now, it's just for Twitch. So I spent a lot of time trying to fix the sound so that if I'm streaming, I can play music if I want, and it won't save to the VOD and ruin the VOD. So it won't, like, people will be able to not have muted VODs. My alerts now, for those of you on YouTube, when you've seen the weird alerts and the music plays oddly and stuff. So what happens is, because my alerts use a little music blurb, that's being picked up by YouTube for copyright. And so whenever I upload videos to YouTube, I have to go through the copyright process of mangling that bit of music. And if I've had a hype train or a bunch of people follow at once or something, I have to mute that entire section. So what I think I've done now, and this one's going to be a test. If anyone follows, raids, subs, donates, Twitch and the live chat will hear the noise, but YouTube will just see the images on the screen. That will never be saved. So this is a test for that. I want to check that that works. I'm not going to just do a test. Like, if it happens, it happens. What was the other thing I was going to talk about? I forgot already. God damn it. I'm going to assume it was just that until someone reminds me. It wasn't why I like that song so much. No, highly recommended to the people on YouTube, by the way. A band, not really a band, a collaboration called Inpatient, I-N Patient, and a song called Down the Road. I fucking love it. Amazing song. Right, so this is going to be the last FUMBBL EndZone of season 17 that covers the Steel Gauntlet. Because today we're going to cover both semi-finals and then the final. And obviously that's the end of Steel Gauntlet. Then there isn't another one until after the end of the season. So this is the next EndZone will be slightly different. Same format. We'll have a little chat at the start and then cover like 3 games. So the video will still be nice and long for people who want to put something on in the background without having to change a video. There is something I did. I guess there's something I wanted to talk about. Oh, this is a good test. YouTube might just be able to hear my voice and not that now. Thank you, Prank. So yeah, I'll find out later whether or not that was a thing. So there's a couple of things that you might wonder. I said on Friday Night Fumble why I'm not playing at the moment, right? On Fumble, and there is a reason why. I will get over it. Like it's just a minor reason why. Um, so this is me at the moment. I haven't played in a couple of weeks. As you can see, I've dropped down to 4th place overall. Not that overall matters. Black box is all that matters, and I've dropped down to 2nd there. Um, I haven't played because there's a weird thing going on Fumble, and it's putting me off. It's no one's fault. We've talked about this already. I'm just going to put it in this end zone as well. It is absolutely no one's fault. Let's just be clear. Anyone who comes up here in this conversation, there's no blame involved. But there is an issue at the moment where, look at this, by the way, 71 coaches online. It's amazing, isn't it? Third season dropped on Fumble. Third season rules dropped. And what happened is a bunch of new players showed up. Or maybe just a bunch of older players who didn't play a lot of box before. But the problem, but like they were bad. New players are always bad. There's nothing you do about that, right? Everyone should expect to be bad when they start something like this new. And that normally isn't an issue because, you know, it's spread around, right? Like 71 coaches online right now. If 10 of them are absolutely terrible and 3 wins, then the other 60 will just spread around playing them, right? The problem comes is a number of them seem to be American. I don't know what's going on, whether like it might have been my video, right? That's responsible for some of it. My YouTube video got like good traction and people really enjoyed it, the intro to Fumble stuff. And I'm selling box there on purpose. So so it might be partly because of that, but it's mostly going to be because third season rules dropped. And the issue is, overnight does not have 71 coaches online. It has like 10 to 15 coaches online. And if 6 of those are free wins, that's a real problem. And that's currently a real problem. And it's really putting me off because I don't like handicapping myself, right? When I'm playing in a competition, I don't like handicapping myself. So it's very annoying that I have the option of playing at any time of day or night because of my condition. I could just not play today, wait for my condition to rotate my schedule through and play overnight with the Americans if I wanted to. Like I wouldn't be doing it on purpose. I just wait a few days. And that's when my schedule is naturally when I'm awake. But the Americans don't have any choice, right? The people who play in American hours are normally Americans. There are some British people who only like work in the day and only have late at night or whatever, or have twilight shifts, that kind of thing. Um, but it's mostly Americans, so it's not their fault. That's just when they play. But there's been a real issue with the difference in quality of opponents than if you play now at like 8 p.m. when I'm recording this, as you can see on the thing there, 9 p.m. server time, or if you play at 4 a.m. Like an insane difference. And in case you're wondering what that difference is, I run the stats. Wilking, who plays both in the daytime and overnight, so he gets kind of a joint of them both. His average opponent in box was 42%, which you might think is low, but it's not that low. Like, because you got to remember there's a lot of people who are real bad. So that's probably about average, I would say. It's just a guess, but I would guess in the 40s if you asked me what the average opponent was. Because on Blood Bowl 2, we run the stats and the average opponent was like in the low 30s. But remember that there was a lot of people on Blood Bowl 2 who would buy the game, play 5 games, lose all 5 and leave. So they zero and average out. So they would drop the average. That doesn't really happen on Fumble. You do get some people who are zero, but very few compared percentage-wise, comparative-wise, compared to like Blood Bowl 2. So I would have guessed in the 40s because he plays, you know, all kinds of day or night. Bazakastine, sorry, Baz, I know you can, like, who's a good player, right? I'm picking him because he's a good player. I don't want to pick one of the guys who's like a 60%er because it kind of be bad. Bazakastine's a good player on the American international team for Eurobowl and stuff. The average opponent in his first 20 games was 30%. 3-0, lower than Blood Bowl 2. Because he just plays only in American hours. Like, my average opponent, this is not a joke, this is not normal, by the way, I've just been unlucky. I played all of my games in prime time. My average opponent for my first 15 games, 61%. 61%. I've basically only played the best of FUMBBL, somehow. I literally played 2 of the people in the top 10, other than me. So I'm playing a completely different game. We're both spinning in the same competition, in the same box. His opponents are 30%ers, and my opponents are 60%ers. Like, there's zero chance I can beat another person with that differential in opponent skill. Zero. So, like, it's put me off. Like, it's not. It's probably not going to carry on, right? Like, one of the famous people who spammed 500 games in the last 6 weeks or whatever is not going to stay around forever. He's doing it because he's ill. But there are others, and they are going to stay around. And again, I'm not trying to put them off playing Blood Bowl. It's absolutely not their problem. They should play in box as much as they want. It's just an unfortunate confluence of events. It's an unfortunate coincidence that a bunch of the newer people are American, and so comparative to the spin pool, the very bad coaches, the very new coaches, are a bigger proportion of the spin pool by a mile than right now. I pulled up stats for... I was talking about this with Teox at like 4 a.m. and I pulled up stats, and there were, I think, 16 coaches online. Hang on, let me have a... I lost my stats a sec. Yeah, so there were 16 coaches online and 5 active box games. So 10 of the 16 coaches were playing in box, right? This was at like 5 a.m. server time. Of those 10 people who were playing, 7 were essentially a free win to someone of like a good level. There were 2 30% coaches. Wait, hang on. 2 30% coaches, a 14% coach, an 8% coach, and 3 0% coaches. Not because they've played 1,000 games and never won. They knew. Like, one of them was 002, one of them was 009, and one of them was playing his first ever box game. But 70% of the spin pool at 4 a.m. were essentially a free win. I can assure you right now, if I spun, the percentage of people that I could guarantee, I could get a 90, no, nothing's a free win, it's Blood Bowl, but you know what I mean? A 90-odd% chance of winning. It's not going to be anywhere close to 70%. I'd be amazed if it's like 10%. I'd be amazed if there are 7 coaches online right now. So that, like, the difference is massive, and there's literally nothing anyone can do about it. It is just a weird coincidence because of the drop-in of third season rules and the low spin pool in American hours. So there's no solution. There's nothing I can suggest to Krista or FUMBBL. There's nothing I should suggest, really, because it's no one's fault. There's no way that any of those people that I just mentioned, I'm not going to name them, but those like 0% and 13% coaches, there's no way they should play less or not play in box. Like, that's completely up to them. They're having fun, and they should do whatever they want. It's just working out this way that for the moment, at least, there is quite an annoying disparity between playing in the middle of the night server time and playing in the daytime server time. It extends into early morning as well. There are some coaches who play really early morning, like server time, 8 a.m. or something. the same thing happens, right? Until the population pool grows, which is late afternoon UK, it's the same issue. Give me a sec, I need to blow my nose. So that's why I'm currently not playing. I will play, just to be clear. What'll happen is I will probably treat Black Box like third season practice. Like if I do well, then great. If I don't, it doesn't matter this season. It's not as competitive as I was hoping it would be because of course I pushed it, right? It's great. There's nothing, it's just a weird coincidence that has dropped on Box. So I even pulled up the stats, by the way, because I was like, wait a minute, I've played like Nama and Wilking. I pulled up to check that how high they were in the things. And based on win rate in Box, the top 10 the top 10 fumblers at the moment are me. I'm Welsh. I'm going to go down in order, right? It doesn't mean I'm better than these people. I just happen to be top right now by 1%. So I'm going to say the names and then I'm going to say where they're from because it shows like FUMBBL is pretty worldwide. It's pretty great. So it's me who's Welsh, Nama who's Finnish, Bazakastine has moved up because of what I just said. He's American, but he was already in the top 10, right? He's just moved up because of the 30% coaches. Malmir, who's English, Elyod, who's English, FX or F13, who's French, Java, who's Italian, Kozilek, who's Italian, Solaris, who's German, Famano, who's Spanish, Wilking, who's English, and Triple Skull, who's Danish. Like, that's a pretty good selection of coaches. Like, that, if all 10 of those were in the same competition, that would easily equal any competition on Blood Bowl 3. And that's not including the fact that, of course, there are top tier players who play FUMBBL, like Jim, who just spoke, who are not going to be in that list because they don't play box that often. They're playing in leagues or whatever. So there are some you could pull from the league system as well. So you like, you know, the talent is there on FUMBBL. The competition is there on FUMBBL. It's just annoying that this is kind of like messed with it a bit. But because of that, what I just said, like, you know, I still enjoy playing competitive Blood Bowl on FUMBBL. I can spin into these people when I look for games because I play overnight as well when I thing, so I can spin into the Americans. And to be honest with you, that's kind of my only way of beating them, isn't it? When I'm up in American hours, I should spin on FUMBBL at 3 a.m. and try to get Bazakastine and put a loss on him to make up for like the 7 games against Whipweed. That's like the only way I could beat him. Hey. Oh, I knew what it was going to be. My ADHD brain has circled round the entire block and come back to what I was going to talk about earlier. Um, the sound thing that I was talking about allows me to make a soundboard. It allows me to make multiple soundboards, in fact, because I can make multiple soundboards, and one of the sound if I have any copyrightable sounds that would trigger YouTube, I can put them in one like folder and have that folder ignored by the VOD sound. Whereas any just regular noises or things that are not going to be like triggering YouTube copyright, I can put in a different folder and they can be played on stream and on the VOD. That's what I was gonna do. I'm trying to like zhuzh up my stream, seeing as I'm now pushing it to YouTube and doing the memberships thing and all of that stuff. You can see there what I'm talking about, right? I'm 75 and Nama's 74. Those are so close that it just doesn't matter, right? That does not in any way mean I'm a better coach than Nama. Just so happens to mean that I'm currently on top. Oh, you mean like VTubing? No, I'm not. People have asked me to do that, by the way, Novocaine, using Hopper. But I've pointed out repeatedly that's not meant to represent me. I am not Coach Hopper. He's he's his own person. He's his own penguin. Right, let's get on with the what most people are here for. Let's go on with the matches. We have semi-final number 1. Should be loading up, I hope. Yep, there it is. Let me turn off the window capture at the back. Beautiful. As I mentioned last EndZone, I'll be honest with you, the Steel Gauntlet's a bit of a washout, thanks to the last season of BBT being a bit of a mess. The vampire team in question is insane. It got to win 5-0 against the people we were just talking about, right? The brand new coaches who showed up, and all of the good coaches left BBT to practice third season and when they launched that. So it's a bit of a mess. We have 1,750 vampires versus 1,380 chaos. Honestly, like the only way these teams are going to beat this vampire team is like a Dyson from hell. Like there's just nothing they can do. But give him, maybe they can kill. Like at least you should try and kill something so the next guy has a better chance. That's the kind of the best you can do, right? Look at this vampire team. Look at it. Blodge Pro. Block Leader Pro. Doesn't have Dodge. Blodge Frenzy. Blodge Pro Sprint Movement 9. Blodge Pro Movement 9. Wrestle, Strip Wrestle, and Kick. 16 men, 5 rerolls, and Leader. Like, this shouldn't be a team that you can make in 15 games, except for the fact that you spin into 13% coaches 4 games in a row and win 5-0. So the Chaos team has what it has to damage things, right? However, the Chaos team just came through a hard quarterfinal against Nurgle, so it's missing players. It's only got 2 warriors. Both have block guard. Guard stand firm on the troll. A block shoe hands 2 heads carrier. Fend kick strip ball randomized goat. Wrestle strip. This is the killer. Block claw mighty blow tackle, but he's movement busted. So chasing the arm and movement 9 like vampires is tough. Block tackle is also movement busted. And for all of his inducements, he's taken Borak and a bribe, which I completely agree with. That's about the best you can do here. Knock something down. If it doesn't get removed, stamp on it with Borak. So this I agree with. And Sideshow Bob is a decent coach, so he's not going to make horrendous errors or anything, but it's still, rough. I'm going to have a little snack while we're watching the start. The Chaos chose to kick, which I don't agree with. I didn't know that before I shoved like some chicken in my mouth. So this Steel Gauntlet Orifer is the one run from last season. So they didn't switch the cup to like third season rules because everyone's team was already made in second season rules. So this is the last cup of second season. So yes, he's Dirty Player +2. And thank God they removed that from everyone. Absolute joke for him +2 somethings. So I don't agree with kicking here. I don't understand people who kick to vampires. Oh, but then they have to do a 2-turn. They could burn they could burn a reroll. My condition was like, nah, you can't speak. Don't worry about it. Excuse me. Try and move my trachea back to the right place. Like, who cares if they burn a reroll scoring on you? They scored on you. You just want to start smashing them in the face. It's much harder for them to take the ball off you if you remove 3 thralls on turn 1 and leave them with 8 players. And then, you know, they've got to use all of their vampires to come and get to you. And you could just hold the ball at the back for a turn and then blitz a vampire and Borak it and then move the ball up. You could, like, destroy his team on your drive. Yeah, he's got a lot of bench, but they're all thralls. Kill a vampire or two, and this team is much shitter, so I hate this. I hate that he's let this vampire get hit by Mighty Blow Tackle. Oh! We've snaked the pickup. Hey! Well, that got interesting real fast. Oh, the problem is, who do you blitz? That is an actual problem. Who do you blitz? Probably this pro thrower. Because you can just move someone in here and 2 dice the runner. And then if you don't get the power, you have the choice of blitzing the runner or the thrower. So maybe the runner if that fails. So move everyone first. Move someone over here to tag him and then take the 2. Oops. Take the 2 dice block here. And then if you don't get the full pow, probably blitz that. The problem you've got is 1, 2. Oh no, he can reach. He can go and stamp on that then. And also he's kind of in the way as well, so I like that. Obviously the troll can go down here. And maybe not. The troll can probably just go here, right? Tags this away from him. We can put the guard in here. And the wrestle over here to cover the left-hand side breakaway if they give the ball there and just go this way. And then the others move around wherever they're going to go. He can go there. But that's probably primary target. And if you get the power on it, you can blitz this one. That's secondary target. Let's see what he goes for. Yep, that's where I wanted to put the trolls. That's pretty good. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I would have put that goat on this wrestler to stop it being an assist for a start, and just to keep it tagged if they hypno the troll. Before you roll any dice, you should move everyone else. Like, obviously, this guy should come down here. This is just bad turn ordering. It'll always be this way. Every single game I'll whinge about it. Like, it's just bad practice. There's nothing else you can say about it. It's just completely bad practice. Who are we blitzing? Yeah, okay. Got it. So that's the foul. Why are we going there? Why are we going there? What are we doing, man? What? Why aren't we basing these people up? Go there. The wrestler can come on the outside, and that holds these two in place behind this wall. Ugh, rolled a 4. Atrocious. See, that could have been it, right? That right there, that could have been a dead vampire. And instead, Borak rolls a 4. And we haven't seemed to care that this could be a thing. It's like, we know that this could be a thing, right? What are you going to do when that vampire's over there with the ball? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If it goes to the sideline, you can't reach it. So this guy can blitz. And then this guy can block. And we have a thrall to go up for this to bite. And it can just go and hide on the sideline. And then no one can reach. And he's scored next turn. Like, just no care, no forethought about what someone could do if you were them, right? That's what you've always got to think, right? If I were them, what would I do if I've done this? Well, if you've put all of your entire team and strength on this side, then shockingly, they're going to think, how do I go the other way? What? We've bloodlusted. Okay, I don't know what that's about. We're gonna kill. Jesus, man, what are you doing? Okay, even the vampires just don't really know what they're doing. Why are they blitzing with that guy? The ball is still on the ground. We've killed our own player. Hypno Pros. What do we do if that guy fails a bloodlust? Just leave the ball on the ground down there and these three all just still based? Where's the wrestler? Why hasn't the wrestler moved away now that you hypnoed the troll? Does anyone know how to turn order properly? Keep your hand down, Jim. No one likes a class SWAT. A frenzy trap. That was definitely a frenzy trap, right? That troll was about to be strength 7, so yeah. This has been a mess already. If you're gonna show up with your free win vampires, make an effort. Come on. Oh, look, it's not a power into death of a vampire, even though you followed with him on to tackle instead of just walking away. What is this blitz? Why are we blitzing a base thrall? What are we... And we're running our movement 5 killer all the way into the backfield instead of trying to kill a vampire. Your only chance at winning this game is killing the vampires. This team is so much better than you, but it's all on the vampires. It would be quite a good tactic to have blitzed this vampire, this Blodge Pro Movement 9 vampire, powed it, then blocked this one, and then use this and him as assists for this amazing gang foul on this vampire. You know, the DP +2 you brought with all of your money. You know what you need to make him useful? Knock something down you care about fouling. I know, right? Imagine if he kills 3 or 4 vampires this drive. Wherever will he find more thralls? Sorry, thralls. Imagine if he kills 3 or 4 thralls this drive. Wherever will he get some more? This is such a mess. What is this? Why is half of his team over there? I need a second before I just laugh at people. I'm going to eat a bit of chicken. Fast forward if you're on YouTube. I'm going to eat chicken for a minute and calm down. Yes, it is, Wilkin. It's the variant of kill the skinks, right? How'd you beat lizards? Just kill all the skinks. Oh, okay, thanks. I hadn't thought about that. Is there any kind of like plan of how to actually hit the skinks when there's like 7 big guys between me and them? No, just kill the skinks. All right, thank you, Reddit. How do I ever beat Magnus Carlsen? Just checkmate him. Thanks, Reddit. Talking about Reddit does not calm me down. This delightful barbecue chicken does so. Not just barbecue chicken, but full sugar cherry Coke. Living the dream. Yeah, like I said, it happens sometimes. It's not the vampire's fault. You can't do it on purpose. But yeah, the crazy free run he had in BBT, playing six out of 8, like 30% or less coaches for his first 8 games, winning 5-0 3 times, just made it like so the team is insane. There's just nothing you can do at that point. Other than hope that someone kills vampires instead of just running away. Right, we're back, YouTube. Tentacles. Tentacles on this beast, man. All right, well, he's given him his, like, vampire runner again. Like, to mighty blow tackle and gang foul. So, you know, let's go. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother trying to stop the score. There's no way that you blitz this guy and try and stop the score. There are 4 vampires ready to hypno anyone you put in the way. 3 of them have pro. You're not stopping the score if you blitz this guy. You blitz this guy, you base these, and you foul this guy. That's what you actually do. Please do that. He's based him, so you just blitz her with wrestle to make sure you get it down. Not to make sure, but you know what I mean, to maximize the down. Oh, no, wait, hang on. You can do a rush and blitz with tackle. Yeah, that'll do. Could make it a 3 dice, too. Wait, do we need a rush? We can move the troll. No, never mind, we can move the troll. You can make it a 3 dice. You can put the guard in there. So you can put 2 there then. Blitz from this square to there. And you have 2 assists. And Borak can go and foul from there. Or do that instead. Oh, man. Not even blitzing in the right direction. Like, you couldn't blitz from below? Like, you couldn't work out that it's better to push him there? Doesn't reroll. Why would you? This is the leader, Teox. But this one has lower armor and is more dangerous. The fast ones are the ones you should aim for. What are they doing? Oh, my dear. Could you imagine if he got sent off for that? Can you imagine? And the team has 5 spare thralls. Can you imagine losing Borak for a thrall? Didn't even stand him up. Why are we not standing him up? Why are we even hypnoing him, by the way? Okay, bad turn for the hypnos and the bloodlusts. Wait, that's a why are we hypnoing these people? He's KO'd 2 of his own thralls. I don't know what's happening. KO'd 2 of his own thralls to score. Okay, well that was a choice. Oh, a timeout. A timeout. A fucking time. Instead of a 5 turn, he gets a 4 turn. Against vampires. Okay, we're not fouling, it seems. You couldn't have moved him already? What is this giant gap? Surely if Borak can move there, he could move there. What is this about? Why is there like any kind of way through here? We've hypnoed the thrall. Sorry, the troll. Because Borak is not defending the Mighty Blow Tackle, so the Mighty Blow Tackle is now getting blitzed. Oh. What? Why are we blitzing the troll? Not only are we blitzing the troll, we freed the Mighty Blow Tackle. What was that? Okay, does he not know this is turn 6? Why is he not immediately down and around here? Like, claiming some space, forcing some dice to be rolled? Like, you've got to move down the pitch. It's turn 6. Why are we not fouling with Borak? You know, the guy you brought to foul. Why did we put 2 assists in of our strength 4 and strength 5 guys to 2 dice blitz the same dude. This can't be real. I'm starting to worry about this. Like, these two are friends. This is like the dumbest I've seen Sideshow Bob play. What is that? Why would you ever do that? That's insane. Why would you think it was a 3 dice, though? It's not a complicated setup, is it? It's not like, oh, I missed that that guy was tagged or that that guy had guard. You can't add 2 onto fucking 4? Oh, he's dead. Oh, we just abandoned the troll. I thought the guard was going to go in with the troll to control that situation. But no, we're just giving up the troll to more dice. Oh, now he's stunned for that completely free block. And we claimed absolutely no space in their half whatsoever with our completely free move. So the odds of scoring on this drive now are pitiful. Like, basically 0. Why is this vampire so far away? Like, it's movement 9, 12, 11, 10, 9. Why isn't it like there? Why is it all the way up there? So if you do happen to get the ball, you have to throw a real pass instead of like a 2 or 3 plus. Why is it all the way up there? All right. So this was completely expected, obviously. So what's the plan that we obviously must have had to score then? What's the current plan? I mean, to be fair, that's in the wrong place. It should be there. Because what we've allowed here is a blitz on him and then a dodge through there. We're not going to do it because the opponent is vampires and we'll just take the ball off us and give it to her. But when you set up like this to stop the score, I'm suggesting that maybe you put people in the right squares. There. Anywhere that stops this angle. We're blitzing another wrestle thrall. Why are we blitzing? They're completely free thralls to blitz. Like, look at these. 75% knockdowns. We can't even put the ball there because that would mean you'd have to have that square. And the problem with that square is it's based and can chain the ball out of a meat cube. So we've made no good plan for this at all. This is on the fly, I guarantee it. Well, Borak so far doing his job. And now look, this vampire who could have been here and in scoring range can't get away. Have to go and hide in the corner. Just about can get away. Are we going to do the same thing again? I really, really don't understand. Are they messing about? Like, that's incredibly terrible, isn't it? We've put 2 assists in when it doesn't need any assists, and we're blitzing straight on, so if you get a POW, your assists for the foul have gone. Like, that's just awful. I don't understand. Like, you obviously blitz from this square and go that way, and then have the gang foul. We weren't even gonna foul. He's down to 1 reserve. If he doesn't make his KOs back, he's down to 1 reserve. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's down to 10. He needs a KO back to make 11. If you kill one, he needs 2 KOs back to make 11. You've been fouling thralls the entire half, but the one time you get a gang foul on a thrall and it actually matters to the team numbers, you don't bother. This is crazy. Gets all 3 KOs back, obviously. Vampires cannot hypno on a blitz. So what's this about? Why isn't this an anti-blitz defense? I honestly, sometimes I love myself. Very, very, very few times. But sometimes that works out. And I'm like, I'm so glad I'm good. No, absolutely no reason, by the way. 0 reason for this not to be an anti-blitz defense. 0. Also, 0 reason for this guy to be standing in the middle when the opponent has kick. He should be 2 squares back. Or at least 1 square back. You can always pick up on another goat if they kick short. But he should be back because he's probably going to kick deep when he's got kick. And then everyone else full anti-blitz defense. Like, it's really basic shit. This is the last guy. That was the last guy. I'll be honest with you. I would not have bitten. I would not have bit that thrall. Just for the sake of being able to move one more guy. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would do that. I would do that. Goes there. Goes there. 2, oops. 2 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus. Surf that vampire. There's no other way, is there? You'd have to fill all of those squares. No, you couldn't even do that. Yeah, it has to be that one. Yes, it's in scoring range. So yes, even if you push him up to there, he's not in scoring range. You can still recover. This is the one that can score. I would go so far as to free this block guard too. Block him. If you get a POW follow, move one of these over to tag him, and then 3 dice with the troll to free this guard to go over there. To shore up this part. And then do this. Maybe pick the ball up first. But like you got to surf that, right? I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't have to because I wouldn't have 4 vampires in my backfield and a thrall because I would have set up properly. But right now, if I had to take this over, that's what I would do. So we're not doing that. Or the surf. Jesus. Oh, this is going to end super badly, isn't it? Where is this ball going? He's handing off to Borak, who's like, fuck off, I'm a fouler, have it back. Absolutely fucking incredible. Okay, well, that was just rubbish. I'm so annoyed by this game. I'm very sorry. Lately, I've been really, really annoyed at the level of Blood Bowl, and I haven't been able to distract myself by playing Blood Bowl because of what we talked about at the start of this video. So I'm just getting more and more like, this should be better than this, right? As you just heard when I busted out the top 10 win rates, Java is in that top 10. I guess we have to put him in with like the other Americans who are getting a boost because like this was not good from the vampires. But Sideshow Bob is the most surprising. Sideshow Bob is a mid 60% coach. Let me check his box rating. His box rating is higher. His box rating is 68%. Like this is not what I expect from a 68% coach. I mean, I don't know if like it's being affected at all, Novocaine. These two are friends, right? Like, I'm not going to drag it up again in every single match that he plays, but these are both in the little group of people who try to troll me with cheating accusations and stuff. Well, we killed a thrall. That'll definitely be worth it next turn. Well, we killed a goat. That'll definitely be worth it next turn. What are we doing? Did we need to do any of that? Like, isn't that the block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wasn't that always just 2 dice on the ball? I call it trolling, Teox. It's not really trolling. It's just actual adults being childish little dickheads, but they post messages. They reply to me on the Discord and then delete their own messages. So I see it, but they can't get in trouble for it. He's dead. Of course. Of course it's a straight death on the ball carrier. Apo fixed him, by the way. And now it's a total mess, isn't it? Because you didn't surf this guy, you didn't free the guard to come over here and get in the way, and you didn't just pick up the ball and hide back here, completely out of range of the vampires you didn't surf. If you'd surfed this guy, there would be someone in front of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can only reach there, so the ball just hangs out up here. And you can't get sacked that turn. You can't get killed that turn. And then next turn, you can just move forward, and he's got 1 less vampire. Like, it's really not that hard. Like, the reason that vampires get a bad rep is that people just don't know what they're doing against them. Like, people can whine about, like, oh my god, it's just a 2+ to do this and a 2. Yeah, but they also are really, really vulnerable. You can bang them out. I've lost untold vampire games to just getting banged out. Their attrition is the highest in the game because on top of you hitting them, they're regularly hitting themselves. At high TV, they're broken, but at high TV, Blood Bowl is broken, so I don't care. And of course, Blitz is a wrestler and rolls a push skull anyway. No armor break. You could do a handoff, right? 1, 2. Oh god, you got to do a dodge because you didn't roll a POW. Fuck. Wait, no, you don't. Yeah, you do. But you might roll a full POW here. If you roll a full POW here, you don't have to. What? That's the play. 1, 2. Roll this block. If you get a full POW, amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Handoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guaranteed score. How are you protecting this ball from 5 4-scale vampires? Just picking it up here. It's not happening, is it? I would bet if you give me this vampire team, I don't even care what he does with the rest of the turn. If you give me this vampire team next turn, the odds of me scoring on you are massive. Oh, I just don't see what he could do about that. Okay, game's over. Well, that was it. People were bad, and now the game is over. I said the odds of me scoring on you are massive, Teox. Because I've got 4 scoring threat vampires, and I absolutely am going to get dice on the ball. And not quite what I was expecting. I would never have taken that block in a million years. Why would you take that block? Aren't you just going to hypno the troll and then go for the ball? Why would you put another tackle zone on there if you roll pushes? Because you're going to roll a power and a removal, obviously. What a crazy person I am. Perfectly normal to have a 12 movement vampire. This is much better as a setup. There's no way that, like, I wish I'd watched this live. There's no way this isn't because they're mates, right? There's just no way that, like, Sideshow Bob plays like this normally. There's no way 68% coach plays this badly normally. No, I don't think he's doing it that. If I had to guess, it would just be he doesn't care now, right? He doesn't care because his opponent is his mate, and this game seems over anyway, and he probably thought it was over from the start, so he just hasn't given a shit. You watched it live, Rib? Were they talking or anything in chat? Like, because Bob, as good a coach as Bob is, this has been terrible. What game plan? The run everyone in the opposite direction and hope that your opponent dies of old age plan or something. Yeah, but you have to foul people with it. Absolutely nothing in this game has been anything to do with, like, luck. Every single part of this game so far has been because the chaos were terrible. Every choice they made has been bad. Their turn ordering is terrible. Their setups were terrible. Their choices of blitz were terrible. Where they've put the ball is terrible. Like, constantly awful. That's why they're losing. I mean, that could tilt you if you suddenly realize you're really bad. But I've never seen a Blood Bowl player do that in my life. He just managed to get 4 dice on the ball, by the way, on turn 1 of the drive. By rolling, like, a 2. A literal 2. It was genuinely one dude stopping 4 dice on the ball, standing right there. Wait, what? What just happened? I just had to rewind it. What just happened? That's the troll, right? Oh, he doesn't have dodge. Oh my god, I'm stupid. That's the fuck. I said at the start of the game, for some reason, his one vampire doesn't have dodge. He took pro instead, which is terrible. And so he dies because of it. Amazing. What? So when you said fight this out, Rib, you meant get lucky that he doesn't get sacked, and then the vampires just give up. What the fuck was that? He's just walked his Blodge Pro after losing his one thrower. He's just walked his Blodge Pro vampire, who now doesn't have Blodge, and stood him next to Borak. What the fuck is happening? Okay, there's a vampire gone. What? No. Why did he go there instead of, I guess he's not going to take the blockless block? I mean, a full power on her would be amazing. Wait, is this guy scoring? We're not taking the block with Borak. On a defenseless vampire. This is mental. Absolutely mental. I'm just sitting here like this is genuinely like a joke. He has 7 players. He has 7 players. Imagine, just imagine if you'd mighty blowed this guy and removed him. Why are they set up so far back? Why aren't they all set up on the aggressive line? You need to turn him over. Who cares, Rib? Please tell me you don't think that was the right choice. That's insane. Two dice with a loner, just to be clear, is less likely to fail than the rushes he did to score. Yeah, what you want to do is kill the vampire. Because you have to turn over this team. So what you don't want is the ball on a strength 4 blodger. And talking of turning him over, what the fuck is this? Yeah, you would never hit anyone with Borak, right? Because you could snake and it would be a disaster. What? Yeah, but the risk reward is incredible. Like, if you dub sculled, you're obviously re-rolling it. The removal on the vampire is like 1 in 6. It's 6 times as likely than needing to use to try a reroll. It's not even 6 times as likely as it going wrong, because you would reroll, you would try the loner reroll. It was awful. Just like this setup, when you've got to turn over vampires, having to do extra movement to catch them is awful. I mean, you got to do rushes with him, right? You got to do at least 1 rush with him and put him in the center. You can't be looking to try and turn him on. Like, look at him. He has based no one. So he's going to try and turn him over and score all on turn 8. Roll rushes, be closer, all be on this line, and then rush and base people. Free movement of a thrall. Okay, so that's still, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you just need someone to base her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 2s and a 3 for 2 dice on the ball in Chunt's column. When you could have just hid back here. And the ball could have been on the thrower, so you could have just ran up to here and then, like, thrown the ball to here. Because the chaos have left no one behind. Got the pow. It's in the crowd. Oh my days. Right. This should, I don't understand. This is a 1 in 9 to. Hang on, I've lost the turns. This is turn 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you even need a rush, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 1 rush. Need to be far enough away from him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need to not be accessible by him. Awful. Like, of all the places that ball could have gone, Chunt's column and hittable by tackle is insane. Yeah, that's what you do. You move the screen in place before you pick the ball up. He's not. He was useful where he was. He comes down to be a scoring threat. Okay, so that stops him. But nothing's stopping him. He has to dodge, right? Oops. Oh, good lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has to come there. You have to base him. He's the one who can hit the ball. Is he the only one who can hit the ball? He's only movement 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like to go there, you mean? Yeah, I think he's getting hypnoed anyway, right? That's the problem. We have multiple vampires who can go and hypno Borak and whoever's basing. Yeah. So just basing him is all that matters. Where he was, because he hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. He pro'd. He pro'd the Hypno. Instead of a full reroll, he pro'd the Hypno. He has 5 rerolls, and he was fine with that failing. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 handoff. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the play. There's nothing else to care about or do. You can take this block, I guess. You might as well take the block, right? Because if you do score, it's going to overtime, so you might as well try and kill an extra thrall. But if he doesn't, I don't care. Or you can vomit on him. That should be first action. Just vomit on him. That's okay, I guess, yeah, because it removes one of the rushes. Hey, there's the vomit. Makes the pickup. 1 in 9's the handoff. Incredible. Genuinely incredible, this game. Like, it felt like I was watching like 2 40% coaches when they have records like they do. Incredible. Well, there we go. The vampires go through to the final. It was real bad. Exact opposite of what I was expecting. I keep saying it every single time. I want them to be better, right? Because when they're bad, then I want it to be the exception, which it should be when you have a record like that, and therefore people don't hand wave away me pointing out that they're terrible because I don't like them. Just watch my other casts. Go and watch me cast the World Championships and how many times I pointed out that Arzawain should have won. The ringleader of the biggest cheating circle in Blood Bowl history. And I pointed out he should have won repeatedly because he was the best player. I don't give a shit that I don't like people. I'm an adult. I am capable of separating feelings from fact. That was shit. Well, we'll find out now, Teox. Anyway, the vampires, as expected, go through to the final. Absolutely not expected how they go through to the final. So, for the second semi-final, we have Wotan, a 54% coach with 1460 humans, versus Mogwai, a 66% coach, I think I wrote down. Yeah. And 1620 chorfs. So a tough ask. However, I suspect with that difference, the humans will get a wizard. Your Edge block Chaos Beastman is at 14 SPP. Do you go two heads or save for something else? That's your ball carrier, right? In this rule set, I would have said save for dodge. But in this rule set, that's very fucking expensive. That's an expense. But I would either save for dodge, because I don't think two heads is particularly amazing when you're edge up. The times when it'll come in handy is low. Because the problem is, if you take two heads on that guy, he's not your ball carrier anymore. He's much better as a ball sacker. In which case, he should have been wrestle. So you either take sure hands now, which still is a good skill, even with secure the ball, because strip ball exists. People still take strip. A team starts with strip, for fuck's sake. Or save for dodge. At 14 SPP already. Those would be my options. It's not like two heads is bad. It's just annoying that an agility two heads guy, you want to, like, you will have loads of opportunities to sack the ball with him, and you don't want to do it because it's your ball carrier. No, Adjup now is just better than extra arms. As cheap as stats are now, it's just better. Right, let's have a look at these two teams. We have a guard, juggernaut, stand firm, ogre. I'm going to quickly replace that with guard, juggernaut, stand firm, because I don't need the mighty blow, because it's taking up too much space. What the blue hell is this blitzer? He's been randomed for this game, hasn't he? I need to take DP off him. He's never fouling with him, so it doesn't matter. Block, guard, stand firm on him. I don't care that he's got DP. He's not going to foul with him. Block, guard, mighty blow, block, mighty blow, tackle, frenzy, leader, thrower. Okay. This is why randoms are an issue. So blodge step, diving catch, movement 9 catcher. There's the star of the show. We have a block tackle lino, a wrestle lino, block lino, kick lino, Jesus. A sprint halfling and a regular halfling. And facing him, we have block, mighty blow, tackle on the bull, the problem. Block bull. Two, as it always seems to be, two flamesmiths with no skills. A guard, mighty blow, chorf. A guard, tackle, chorf. A guard, mighty blow, chorf. A guard, mighty blow, chorf. Ugh, 4 mighty blow. And 4 guard. Yikes. Wrestle hobble, wrestle, shadowing hobble. Dirty player, fend, frenzy. Blodge, sure hands, and DP. There's not. Oh, him. Oh, you're right. Don't know why that isn't on there. Hang on. How do I? I will. Not a lot I can do on this. Because 4 It leaves me only one. I'm going to do a little T. There we go. If you put a fifth letter on these people, it does what happened with the ogre. It like squirts out. So you want to try and get it so it's only 5 letters. 3 skills is about where it cuts off for my... I don't use the symbols and stuff. The symbols can fine for like 4 and 5 skills, but I don't like using them. I'll forget what they mean. Right. Wotan will watch this, so I can talk directly to him. Wotan, you've got to have this in the bag, right? For regular games spinning, it's totally fine. But if you have a game that's scheduled in a cup like this, we do have a wizard, by the way. I was right. You should know how you're going to set up, man. Look at his team and just know in advance. Okay, if I lose the toss, I'm going to set up like this. Don't try and work it out on the fly. Because then if you do this using Bloodboard or something, you can be, oh, I've done this wrong. And like you can blitz here and do this. Like you can work out any problems with your setup beforehand. Oh my, he's much the same. All right, so that wasn't a great setup. I don't know why the hell that. This wasn't a great setup, was it? Like it shouldn't be so. Why didn't the colors change? What the hell, man? It's not great to be able to reach around there. It's not great to be able to blitz the DP straight off the bat with two dice with Mighty Blow. That seems like that's gonna suck. So yeah, not a great setup from the Chorfs. So that should be heartening, right? This is one of those things. When you're in the middle pack, when you're somewhere between like 55 and 65, it means that you're competent, right? You can do 2 dice blocks, you know that drives basic drive structure and stuff, but you've got a bunch of holes in your game. But you should be able to recognize if the other person's made an error like that. And if you are worried, like for example in this, Wotan going in was a 50-odd% coach and would notice that his opponent is a 60-odd% coach. Like, you should be like, oh crap. Like, you know, this guy's a bit better than me. And the team is a bit better than my team. So you should realize from the start that you're kind of the dog. Not a massive dog. You've got a wizard, you're humans, you've got bench. But you're probably going into this as the dog, right? You should recognize that. So the minute that your opponent sets up suboptimally, that should hearten you for the game. You should be like, okay, maybe I'm not as much of the dog as I thought I was. Like if my opponent's going to make suboptimal plays and positions like this, I could do something with this. So you should feel a little heartened when you see stuff like this. You don't have to be like me. I'm a dick. Like if I see someone set up badly, the first thing I say is, okay, so we know my opponent's crap. That's good. Like you don't have to be that much of a dick about it. What you also shouldn't do, by the way, is have the blitzers like, so he's made this kind of weird shape, and on this side he's put a corner, but corners don't work if your opponent has higher strength players than you and is likely to blitz with them. So basically he's given up this Mighty Blow blitzer to get Mighty Blowed, when he really should have just protected him with the kicker. And he's taking a Kaz immediately. What was that? That was a wrestle, Lino, and it was badly hurt. He did make the plow, yeah. Ursa Major for those. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You could have put someone else over there and the kicker in the middle. You know what I mean? The spare guy. You could have put a spare guy over there. Or just rule of 5'd it, right? Rule of 5 and put the kick forward. Yeah, but kick is kick. If you got kick, you might as well use it. But the kick could have stepped forward and the mighty blow could have been there. Put in an assist again. Wait, where did he put that assist in from? Hang on. Okay, he put it in from there. It's fine where it is then. I thought he was one square away. Could have blitzed him into him. Yeah, rule of 5, or cups. Like this guy here is probably just as important as this guy. So one of them has to be exposed if you do cups. But the stand firm guy is probably better because you're not likely to blitz the stand firm guy. Therefore, you're likely to blitz the naked blocker. So he could have done cups. That would have been fine. Gives him some width as well. It does expose the block guard stand firm, but because of stand firm, people don't really like blitzing it in case you 1 in 9. Okay. Could have done that the other way around. The assist could have gone there and the blitz could have gone from that angle so that he would have been there and tagged if he hadn't been armor broken. Like, usually a little better to do that. It's just nitpicking in this case. Doesn't matter that much. Just good practice, right? I don't really like making all these 3+ dodges. One of them was enough. And yeah, because he's done this, he's set up in a way that he can blitz from around here. So if he gets pushes, he gets like 200 dice or mighty blow on him. He could have set up, by the way, to... Oops, sorry. He could have done this blitz and chained the mighty blow onto mighty blow. Like, that probably would have been better. If he moves these two players straight south and just blitzes from this square, then he chains him to there. And he gets an extra block instead of just hitting the same useless guy again. Normally, I would prioritize that. And now he doesn't get anything else. He just got a stun. Giving up his bull to be 2 dice to mighty blow here. Okay. Why has he done it that way? That was a bit weird. Why would you blitz round the side when you could have blitzed straight up, and if you get pushes, just chain him out, push him out, and then you don't take any blocks back? This guy is now taking a block onto these guys. I don't really understand that angle at all. So what Mogwai's got to worry about is that the humans have a wizard. Like, if you were hanging all the way back there this entire time, this is turn 4. The ball is only going to be here on turn 5 at best, and then here on turn 6, turn 7, turn 8. Like, a wizard slows you down. You could not score just from being wizarded and then not having a spare turn. Okay, so he did move up at least. So now he's given himself the spare turn with the move up. Just about. 13, 14, 15. So just about a spare turn. Why wouldn't you follow there? I guess he doesn't care because he knocked him down. I guess it doesn't matter. Now he's knocked him down. All he's doing is being able to move 2 squares. So I guess it doesn't matter too much. He doesn't have stand firm though. So this guy blocking and powering still ties these two up anyway. Blitz in the hobble. Again, the wrong angle. Why did we follow? What are we doing? That is a blockless loner block. We haven't moved either of these two players. Are we moving them? Feels like we have to move them, right? Like, he should have gone there already, and he should have gone behind him, because we're going to dodge 2 of these to call him here. Oh no, we're standing up and 1 dicing. Okay, we still haven't moved these 2 players. And we're, okay. Oh, okay. I guess we're just baiting the wizard play. I'm going to go back a bit to show. I like it when... So, I like that FUMBBL keeps a record of selecting players, because you can see the players that can't look at the field and tell whether you've got a 2 dice block or not. Like, it's great. Like, you should, right? After a certain amount of games, you should be able to look at the pitch, see what you need for a 2 dice block without having to, like, test things constantly. Sometimes it's complicated, right? Sometimes there's like 5 guards and a defensive and all of that shit. But in this, like, you can see that the ogre's got guard, so you know that you don't have a 2 dice block, right? You just know. See, so he selected him, tested that he doesn't have a 2 dice block, which he should already know. Then put the guard in there and test it again. It's like, dude, they were red. You've put in 1 assist. Obviously, that changes them to 1 dice. You got to keep better track of that, because now he's already put this guy here. I hate that blitz. For me, this is the blitz. The thrower. And the reason is there's a wizard in play, and the last thing you want is the ball to go down and the thrower to be able to go and pick it up and can't throw a pass to him and fuck off with the ball. I would have blitzed the thrower. Okay, so no wizard. No real need, I guess. The only scoring threat at the moment, really, not worth it. So, and we still have a spare turn as the Chorfs, so we're not in major issues with the Chorfs. So what do we do if we're the humans here? We could get dice on the ball here. He blocks him. He one dices him and follows. And then that gives him a 2 dice block. And if he gets a POW, the path to the ball is open for the Mighty Blow tackle. That's not a crazy sack on the ball, is it? A 3+ and a POW, and you get 2 dice on the ball. Well, I guess a 2+ for the Ogre and not 1 in 9 in has to happen as well. And look where look where the ball is standing. Because they love it. They couldn't love it more. People are obsessed with standing in Chunt's column. I probably would go for that. With a wizard in hand, I would go for that. Stand him up. Take this 1 dice. It's not... I mean, you're assuming chaining this guy to the ball. You'd have to put both of these in, so that you'd already moved them. Blitz from above, chain down there, and then chain again, and it'll be a red dice uphill on a blodger. Yeah, not with it. Compared to a 3+ 2 dice, 2 dice on the ball. Okay. He doesn't need to this turn, does he? Because there's no scoring threat. So I'd hug my wizard like my best friend. I would gone for the ball there that turn. Doesn't have to. I would have. Just because of the fact that it's not that hard and it's in Chunt's column. If he wasn't in Chunt's column, I don't know if I would. But the fact that I have both of these ready to activate, and the only way it goes wrong is if I fail this 1 in 9. Or I guess this 1 in 9 too. You know, it's the same thing. If I fail a 1 in 9. It's just too good an opportunity. Don't know why he pushed him there. Taking the 1 dice anyway. See, he would have been better up there, wouldn't he? Because now when he takes this block, he's holding him in place. This guy's got guard. There's no defensive in place. Why is he just done that? Well, that was weird. $2D on the Augur, who stands firm. 2 dice on him. Doesn't get him. That's not the blitz. So where's the blitz? Okay, that guy holding up is pretty great. Really great. 6 dice he just ate. Amazing. Oh. Breathe fire fail. Okay. I mean, this is just not protected at all. It doesn't have sidestep. So if the Augur stands up and this is a POW, which is 75%, the catcher can go there and we can get 4, 6 dice on it with the frenzy thrower looking for the POW. I don't know what's going on with these chorfs. Like, they seem to have lost their mind because there's a wizard in play. 2 really weirdly played semi-finals, not gonna lie. Like, what is this? How is this? How is this a thing? Gets the POW. Full POW immediately on the first try. And a stun. Amaze balls. Gets a removal of a chorf? Oh, hell yeah. That's not right, I don't think. The stand firm has just gone in the wrong place, I think. The problem is this guy can go above the thrower. And then we blitz from here. Okay. I mean, I don't understand that. Okay, well, none of that was right, was it, obviously? Well, Troph's out the ball. We don't use the wizard. I guess we don't need to because he's not based, and so he's just complete potato. He's not standing. He's not standing. So this is just an unprotected potato. This is the most potato a potato has ever potatoed. Oh! I've absolutely no idea why he blitzed him from that angle. None at all. And he's 4 diced. The potato for the win. He's 4 dice failed. 90-odd% fail. That's the right square. Well done. Oh, no, that's not. So I would try to get a scoring threat in place before I like started dodging this guy. That's the one. Get in. I'm not a massive... What? Like, he wasn't on the ground. Why isn't he further away? Like, there's just going to be like a bull on top of him now. Why didn't he use his entire 8 movement and be over there? A little bit weird to have stopped so close. Yeah, at least he isn't up there. Yeah, you're right. But he should have just been over here, right? There's no reason for him not to be over there. Did we just not stand firm? Like, surely blocked him for a reason. Dub skull. Just instant dub skull. All of that, and it's like, yeah, get dub skulled. And now look, his scoring threat is just in a dumb square. 4. It was a 4-4. 3 dodge versus 3-3-3-3-3. So I don't know is the answer. Probably the dodge was better. Go Samba it. What are we doing? Oh, we're not even trying? We were trying to surf a Flamesmith instead of using the Blitz to try and score or to kill this Hobgoblin. That would have also been pretty good. Or to surf that bull, I've just noticed. We're trying to surf him. We could have surfed him. Okay, so wizard in hand stopped the score. And suddenly, you're the favorite. Like, all of a sudden, you're the favorite, right? So at this point now, things change for you. As we keep pointing out, when you're the underdog, you have to take some risks to change the expected result. Now he should recognize he's the overdog. He stopped the score, he has the ball, he hasn't taken any damage, and he still has a wizard. That makes him the overdog. So now he needs to play a little safer, not take risks. The expected result here is he scores. Maybe has to use the wizard, but he scores late drive, making him the big favorite. Not a man, not like, 80-20 or anything, but probably 70-30, 65-35, something like that. Like, a decent enough favorite in this match, wizard in hand. Based on the play, like, we should also have recognized that your opponent didn't outplay you in that half, right? So even though you're a 50-odd% coach and your opponent has a 60-odd next to their number, you should be able to recognize from the play in that first half, he wasn't outplaying you. You didn't get lucky there. So confidence should be rising here. And as we all know, that's all Blood Bowl is, right, Jim? Confidence. Yeah, so you don't get much on your opening hits against Chorfs. This is all that usually happens. You can knock them down and then they stand back up. But this is good. They're all stuck there. They're stuck on the Ogre. So now next turn, you should be able to hit someone who isn't a bloody Chorf and get a chance of actually doing some damage. Oh, okay. I'm not a massive fan of that. He's put the bull in. Wait, what? He's just, he's just giving up hits now. And not only hits, but hits that can chain the Ogre. So he's going to have to one dice this Ogre, which could go wrong. And he can chain the Ogre onto the bull. I would have blitzed the bull with the Ogre. I'd have left him on the ground. I'd have taken this 2-dice block, chained him to there, assuming this was a POW, of course. If it's not a POW, you can take another 2-dice block. Because then you can put an assist in here, and you can blitz with the Ogre. And if this was a POW, do you know who's free to take a foul? The odd DP. I wouldn't foul a bull with 2 assists, but I would foul a bull with more than 2 assists with my DP, even if it is on the block guard stand firm. Getting rid of the bull for the drive. Guess we're blitzing again. Okay. Yep, okay, we're going all in on the... Well done there. Safe moves first. Look at this, look at this. He's recognizing it in real time. Catcher just randomly decided to not move though. why he did that rush. 4 minutes, man. Ugh. Okay, so we have some choices. I mean, it's easy to 2-dice this bull, which completely shores up the backfield with Mighty Blow too. So that's probably the choice. We put these two wherever we're going to do them. This guy and this guy are assists, and we Mighty Blow the bull. Jam in between the two assists. Oh, no, wait, he's just standing up. Okay, he's the assist. And he goes, I guess, there? No. Yeah, there. And then we blitz from the corner. And we run the ball back. Out of range of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Got a bunch of blocks to take too. Okay. Oh God, no. No, okay. No. We were doing so well with the... So, as I said, we should recognize we're the overdog and we shouldn't be taking risks. One of those risks is we shouldn't be basing the ball on a bull. Because this could be a 1 in 9. What do you do if this is a 1 in 9? Panic? Reroll into a dub skulls and lose? Rolled a pow so we never find out. And kills him. Amazing. Well, there we go. Once again, what do I know about Blood Bowl? I mean, to be fair, it's the right blitz. Just wrong way of doing it. So we would have killed a bull. A bull, by the way, that the Chorfs, again, just randomly potatoed into the backfield to get 2 dice to Mighty Blow. So what can they complain about? No reason for it, was there? Wasn't really any pressure because it could get 2 dice to Mighty Blow. Yeah, okay. Realized he balls that up by stand. So where he balls that up, let's press pause. Where he balls that up was taking the block here. When he makes this block, he takes a block when he could have moved him. So he could have come back. He could have just taken the push there, and then he could have come back. Yeah, okay. Obviously, we don't do that dodge and then move him 1 in. They did again. Mogwai, if you're out there, you've got to be able to read the board and tell if you can get a 2 dice block or not. Like you should. That's a skill you should practice. My phone's going wild. Was that a +2 foul? Yeah, it's a +2 foul killed him. That's both Bulls off the pitch. Wizard still in hand. You are now like 90-10 favourite or something. Okay. Well, that was a game-winning turn. Try to chain a stand firm auger. Yeah, this is pointless now. He's just rolling dice. He knows he's lost. You have nothing here. There's the Chorfs. Look at the pitch. You have nothing. No. No. Oh my god. That reroll, man. Reroll is atrocious, isn't it? You just eat the wrestle. Who cares? Like, literally, who cares if that's a wrestle? Everything is fine. Everything is in control. The one thing that could go wrong is you do something stupid, like reroll a totally irrelevant 1 in 9 into dub skulls and expose the ball. One thing that can go wrong is that. Atrocious. Like, just absolutely, like, rush of blood to the peen, atrocious. That's what it is, right? This is adrenaline. We're looking like we're going to get to the Steel Gauntlet final as a 50-odd% coach. This is a big deal, you know? This is adrenaline pouring through and we just do something stupid. I've said it a million times. You've just got to calm down. Check it. Do the hand check. Hold your hand out in front of the screen, and if it's shaking, like, tell your opponent be right back and fucking walk around your room or something. Shake it off. That was real bad. Sometimes you can. Regularly, people with Parkinson's, when they walk around the room, will just fall over and hit their head. Nice. I guess I should explain, by the way. Not that it's I need a reason for that joke. I thought the joke was fine. But I've raised quite a lot of money for Parkinson's UK. My grandmother had Parkinson's. I was a full-time carer for her with Parkinson's for like 8 years. And she did fall over and hit her head multiple times. That's fine, I don't mind. I mean, my joke was worse, right? And it's fine. You got to joke about things. Stand firm should have been on this side of the cage. See, stand firm should have been on this side of the cage. He'd have been stuck on him then. Oh, one dice pow into stun. Get skulled. Do. Get skulled. Yeah. Wrong place. I mean, it's obviously the wrong place, isn't it? He should have gone there. Further up the pitch, better after the fact of the block, etc. Chunt's column. Chunt's square. Oh, Jesus, man. Wotan. Wotan watches, man. Right. I'm gonna start having words with people who watch the goddamn stream and who watch my videos and still do this shit. There's zero reason for that ball to be in that square. Zero. You can't even blame adrenaline. That is just dumb. You just re-roll again. Why are you re-rolling that, Wotan? Oh. Would have loved to have seen it. All right. Yeah, so close to pow into the end zone, into the crowd. Because he's standing in the wrong goddamn square. So we do have a one-turn attempt here. It looks like we're trying a one-turn on the bull. Which seems fine. Well, I mean... What's happened at the back here? Seriously, you need to get your adrenaline checked, Wotan. This is, like, mindlessly backlining. You can't run out of time, Frank. Mindlessly backlining is still just something that should happen. Why on earth are you all standing in the middle? Not only has he got balls, but his ball carrier is a movement 7-piece. And he's got frenzy. He could easily just do a one-turn with that guy. Oh god, I've just realized we've also put the flings on the LOS. to make these 3 dice blocks? Are we just helping him at this point? Luckily, we've done it wrong, and this guy is not up here to be able to fill that square. He don't know what the hell he's doing. Yeah, okay, this is not going to work. What? No, that's not. How? How do you think this is working, man? Again, I am forced to point out, you know the best time to work out how to do a one turn with your team? Not right now. That's the best time. Not now. Oh, bananas, that was. Oh, I guess a Kaz on turn 16 on a thing, but it's a badly hurt, so it's only his kicker who's out, which is actually a problem, but still. So Wotan and his humans go through to the Steel Gauntlet final. And the wizard gets used for ultimate disrespect at the end of turn 16. Okay. Well, there we go. Like, you know, there was quite a lot wrong in that match, but weirdly less annoying than the other semi-final. Probably because I was expecting more to be wrong in this. Yeah, like, it wasn't the worst. I thought he outplayed the Chorfs, which is all that matters, right? And, like, winning really is all that matters, but I'll be honest with you, I don't like winning when I didn't play better than my opponent. I don't like winning due to luck or random events. I'd rather win due to that than lose due to that, obviously, but I still don't like it. So I think Wotan did outplay the Chorfs, outplay Mogwai. So I think that was the right result, which is good. Whereas God knows what the right result should have been in the first semi-final. A COVID outbreak. So, right, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably expecting the final to come next. However, these games took so long. This has now been 2 hours and 40 minutes that I'm probably going to, well, not probably, I'm going to split this into 2 parts again. And put this part as part 1, and I'll do part 2 tomorrow. I'll do the final tomorrow, and it'll have its own video. So I'm very sorry. I just talked a lot during these games, mostly because there was so much wrong rather than right. I'll probably do it in the day, Rib, but not necessarily. So I don't really have a time because of my condition. I sleep and wake up whenever. I wish I had could, but then again, I'll be honest, right? If I didn't have my condition and I could hold a real schedule, this wouldn't exist. I just simply wouldn't be playing Blood Bowl and casting Blood Bowl or whatever. I'd have a real job and a real life. Sorry to everyone who thinks Blood Bowl is amazing. So my condition is what makes me exist here. So if I'm up, I'll do it in the day so I can do something else in the evening. But if I'm not, it'll just be tomorrow evening, same time as this. You can follow, like you follow, right? So you get the notifications and things. I don't normally start until like, 10, 15 minutes after I've let everyone know, just to give people a chance to notice the notifications. Make sure you have notifications on. I tell you the thing that most people turn off, which is annoying for when people ask this, is, and I don't blame them, is Discord pings. Like I make sure that I announce that I'm going to stream every day in my Discord, and hardly anyone ever notices that because they've turned off pings. You can be less aggressive with turning off pings. Like you can like mute channels in a server and leave like, a channel that, for example, announces streams, leave that as not muted if you wanted to still ignore all the other pings and whatever. Yeah, I get it. Like, but you can do it. Like, it takes some effort, but if you wanted to, you can do that, right? You can just go through and mute all the channels except for the ones that you care about, rather than just muting the entire Discord, which is what most people do. And I'm including myself in that. I'm a member of like 20 Blood Bowl Discords, and 17 of them are muted in total. Like, literally just completely muted. It used to be 16, but then Jim allowed Elp to speak in his Discord. So that's gone. Is it 20? That's pretty good. We do have 20 mutual servers, yeah. That's pretty great. Right. So thank you, everyone. Sorry about that little ramble at the end. I'm going to try and remember in some of these videos, by the way, to plug the membership stuff. So, but I did it at the start of this video, so I'm not going to bang on about it too much. So people on YouTube, don't forget we just started that now. I'll be honest with you, it's just supporting me at the moment. There's one video. It is a good, fun video. It's had some good feedback from the members, but it is just one video. But I'm going to try and put out a new members only video every week in amongst the regular free stuff. I'm going to try and put out one every week. So I'll see you in the next video, which will be the final of this Steel Gauntlet. See you there.